Fenway Park. Red Sox and the Birds coming your way. After last night's game, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa was asked about the Red Sox home and road records, and Jemai, his comments were interpreted a couple of different ways. He sought to clarify some of those today, did he not?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think the overall message there, Dave, was he wanted to bring the fact that things need to be smaller, things to be simpler. That's why they've had such success on the road, because the group is close-knit, they're together, and if they can translate that here inside America's most beloved ballpark, maybe some things will have to start taking place. But they've had success on the road. They played some of their best baseball there. It's why they're 2 games over 500. Here's Kiner-Falefa now clarifying some of the statements that he made last night.
Just big market, just limited space, a lot of people, big market. It's part of being in a big market, a lot of people, and yeah, we just got to find a way to diffuse all that and play baseball like how we do on the road. So I think there's just a lot going on at home, but that's what we sign up for when you want to wear this jersey. So yeah, we're trying to work through it, and the more experience we get, I think we're going to get better every day. So it's a process, and just hopefully just stick with us through it, and hopefully we can make a run at this thing.
Yeah, so hoping to have that success here tonight against the Orioles in Game 2. IKF snapped a 7-game hit streak yesterday, but looking for a restart tonight from the 7th spot and playing second base. Dave.
Okay, Jemai, thank you very much. As mentioned, Detroit knocked off Tampa Bay 7-2. It's one of the places the Red Sox are headed on this upcoming trip, going to Tampa Bay. Red Sox right now in the basement, 11 games out. Tampa Bay on top, a half game at this moment in front of the Yankees. Then these Orioles in Toronto in a 3rd-place tie at 8 games off the pace. And it all comes back to the Red Sox inability to win games in their home ballpark, which frankly, for those of us who've been watching Red Sox baseball for many decades, is astounding.
Yeah, it is, and we're no longer in the 1st or 2nd or 3rd week of the season. We are now, it's June 3rd. So listen, it's human. As a player, you come to the ballpark and you start to feel it. We need to win today. We're not winning, and all of a sudden the pressure builds. So you need to come out here, focus on the little things, put some runs up, try to extend it, and maybe one big game from somebody, right? Just to kind of relax these guys a little bit and try to get a W here at home, which they've been unable to do for the most part.
Well, the big fella on the hill tonight can certainly provide something special. I think one of the things you're alluding to there, Peyton Tolley, 2-2, ERA of 2.61. Faced Chris Sale last time out, had no decision, a 10-2 Red Sox loss to Atlanta. He went 4 2/3. Kind of labored in that one, 94 pitches over that period, didn't even go 5 innings. So hoping for more tonight as he leads the Red Sox onto the diamond here at Fenway. Talk about a team in dire need of a home victory as we give you a look at the Orioles lineup presented by Xfinity. Taylor Ward at the top. Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop. He's hit 13 home runs. Rutschman right behind him, and then Pete Alonso hit a laser beam out of here last night. He has hit 12 on the year.
Sox starting pitcher brought to you by BuyAToyota.com is the 23-year-old lefty making his 8th start of the year. He's 2-2 with a 2.61 at whip under 1. Been an impressive run here for Peyton Tolley. He leads with power. That 4-seam fastball averaging that 96+ range with the sinker cutter, all fastballs. He'll mix in the curveball and the occasional changeup. Defensively for the Red Sox, presented by Car Shield, Caleb Durbin will be at 3rd base with Meyer and IKF up the middle. Contreras at 1st. Your outfield left to right is Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu with Mickey Gasper behind the plate.
Umpires tonight presented by M&T Bank. Ryan Blakeney will take care of home plate. Marvin Hudson, the crew chief, at 1st. Nick Marley at 2nd. Trip Gibson will take care of 3rd. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. We get to see that better because Jaron really helps us there. The weather forecast, as mentioned, this is the best night of the season. 80 degrees, clear skies, just a bit of a breeze. Delightful here for the middle game of the series. Be a whole lot more delightful if the Red Sox can put up a W tonight instead of the way things have been going. First time for Peyton Tolley to face the Baltimore Orioles in his career. And his first pitch swung on and missed, and we're underway.
We're going to see a lot of that. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches. You remember last time against the Braves, first time through the order, 90% fastball, just 4-seam and sinker.
0-1.
Already seen a cutter here. I was wondering if he'd mix it up a little bit more, because that second time through the order they got him a little bit. Just show that cutter. Yeah, it's still power.
97. 1-2. Henderson on deck. Taylor Ward 0 for his last 14. And 2-2. Looking for that first K in the book, and the 2-2 on the way. Will be flicked foul and out of play. Baltimore playing better baseball. Record of 29-32. Just had a great homestand. And took game number 1. Massachusetts boy Greg Albernaz, the manager, in their dugout. And grounded foul off third. That's one of the things that really bothered Connolly early last night, led to a very short outing by his standards. There were a lot of foul balls.
Yeah, right out of the gate. Give me at least 7 pitches here to the first guy. Get that fastball, get it up in the zone.
3-2. Try to change up there way off the plate. Anderson next. Good power there. They hit a couple of home runs yesterday off early. 3-2. And he walks him. That's how it got underway last night. The Ward is on. And we'll send up Gunnar Henderson. He's had an interesting year, only hitting .220, but 13 bombs and 32 runs batted in.
Yeah, he's got 6 homers against lefties. Career high is 8 in a year. Already 6 against them.
It's a guy who does not like to walk very much, at least not this year. And he'll take one downstairs, ball 1. So the leadoff man is aboard. And now a lefty-lefty duel. And that's off the plate.
He's already mixed in a lot more pitches. You see cutter, changeup. That's something we usually don't see until 3rd or 4th inning.
These lefties tend to hang together on the Red Sox. Garrett Crochet and Connolly early. There's a really good piece on MLB.com this week about the friendship between the 2 young lefties, Tolley and Early, and the friendly competition that exists between them. They try to one-up each other on a regular basis.
We saw it in camp. Let's face it, there was, nobody knew what that back end of that rotation was going to look like. Oviedo and then Tolley and Early were competing for it. These guys are like best friends, and Tolley's like, I want the spot. And I know that Early wants the spot, and then they would leave and laugh and go barbecue after a game.
2-1. Right through it on a fastball. Well, it reminds you of the days of Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz a little bit. Used to hear about that competition between those guys. Baseball, golf, ping pong, didn't matter. Tried to beat each other. Now all 3 wound up in the Hall of Fame. That was a special breed. As special as it gets, those guys. But they love to push each other. They had that mentality.
Yeah, and right now looking a lot like Connolly last night. Unable to kind of find it and finish things off at 4-seam. You want that top of the zone. That's what that swing and miss is. No, 3-2 count.
And flick foul. So nobody out. And he's throwing 14 pitches. Adley Rutschman waiting on deck, and then Alonso lurking after that. The Orioles are a good offensive team. Haven't been a great pitching team, but they can hit up and down the lineup, really. Here's a 3-2.
4-seam 94. A little down. In the year he averages 96.3. Usually in the first is when we're seeing 97. The high side of the average, not the low.
Well, they walk Ward. He gets a good lead over at first. 3-2. Ground ball at first, gobbled up by Contreras, down to second, got an out, back to first, and not in time. No double play, but Ward is erased and one gone. And they will not challenge the play at first.
Always the toughest double play to turn, right? 3-6-3. And you get it there, but still Henderson can run a little bit too. Good pick. Get that first one, right? Good pick. Make sure you get the first one. Marcelo not able to get Henderson. But you got an out. It's been a battle here. You're 16 pitches into it in the third hitter.
Rutschman 253. He's been driving the ball here lately. Well, 7 of his home runs have come over 33 games since he came off the IL on April 21st. He has Henderson on, Alonso on deck. Just getting started tonight at Fenway in the 0-1 from Peyton Tolley. Rutschman, a guy who does a decent job against lefties, 274 lifetime. One man aboard and one down. And a ground ball, base hit past the diving Durbin. Up and into second, stopping there Henderson. And the Orioles have their first hit tonight against Peyton.
Looks like the cutter. Try to get it down and in. That ground ball just past Durbin. All right, a few more feet closer, he turned double play and get out of this thing, but he just doesn't look comfortable right now. He's kind of going to some off speeds. We mentioned last time in Atlanta he had a really good fastball and used it the first 2 or 3 innings. Today, that sinker's 93, the four-seamer's 94. Velo seems to be down a bit.
Well, Alonso blasted his 12th home run last night. And that was gone in about 3 seconds. Working on a win presented by the Home Depot.
Tot. Last 14 games, 327 average. 4 homers, of course.
A 6-game hitting streak. 2 on for him. 0-2. And still 96 with a fastball.
That's better.
We've seen him come out firing 98, 99.
Well, we've seen some foul balls on 94. Bottom line is 97. It's not fouled off. It's by him, right? That 3-mile-an-hour difference can be big.
Henderson and Rutschman at their leads. Lead runner takes off, and now they're going to try for a double steal. He's going to scamper and get caught stealing. Rutschman out. Henderson safely into third. Red Sox get one of them.
Well, that's a big play. That's predetermined right away. See, IKF, they got speed at second base. If they go, I'm going to second, not third. Now, Durbin takes off for third, too, which is kind of the confusing part of this because he should stay home. But Rutschman, late jump. Mickey, nice job getting it down there, get that second out.
So now you get a runner at third, 2 down, and a 1-2 to Alonso.
This 97. That fired him up a little bit. Usually if you say, like, if he goes, I'm going to second base. So if you get that sign, the third baseman wants to stay home. If he swings and it's a ground ball to third, you want to at least be there to get the out. You don't want 2 guys covering at the same time. The infield's wide open.
Tolley trying to hold here in the top of the first inning. 2-2 to Alonso, who will strike out. It's in tight. So a full count. He's going 24 pitches here in the first.
Yeah, 96, 97 at least. That second out kind of woke him up, fired him up a little.
And the 3-2 to Alonso. He gets it. Struck him out with a cutter. So despite some early trouble, he holds. Beyond the top of the first. Red Sox coming up. Lineup brought to you by Plymouth Rock. It'll go Duran, Rafaela, Abreu 1, 2, 3, Contreras, and then Masataka Yoshida. Good numbers against the Orioles and tonight's starter, the right-hander Chris Bassett. Feels like he has about 35 pitches. 4-3 with a 5.06 ERA as he'll fire ball 1 on Duran.
Let's take a look at the Orioles starting pitcher presented by WB Mason. 37-year-old veteran Chris Bassett. See that ERA at 5.06. Has been throwing better lately. A lot of walks and not many strikeouts.
1-0. Fouled off.
As for his arsenal, Zolby was saying he has a bunch of pitches, right? He's got 7 of them, but primarily you see there it's 3. He leans on those 3 pitches against righties and lefties, the sinker, curveball, and cutter. That curveball be 70 miles an hour. It's a slow one.
New in Baltimore this season after signing a 1-year free agent deal, leaving Toronto. And a 1-1 pitch to Duran. He cracks that one through the hole for a base hit. Jaron Duran with a single to start it for the Sox, making him 5 for 20 now against Bassett.
Defensively for the Orioles, Kobe Mayo's back at third base with Henderson and Holiday up the middle. Alonso at first. The outfield left to right is Ward, Alexander, and O'Neill, with Adley Rutschman doing the catching.
And Cedon to step in out of that 2 spot. 279 with 5 home runs.
And with that hit, Jaron extends it right away. 10-game hitting streak. And getting on base. Said it from day one. When he goes, the offense goes. He wasn't going in April. Got it going in May.
Cedon, big swing and a foul tip to the mid. He has seen Bassett 12 times in his career. He has 2 hits. But a number of Red Sox have very good numbers against him. Abreu does. We showed you Massa. Kind of Falefa as well. All seem to see him well. Shattered bat. Little roller to third. Mayo will barehand and gun. Nice pick over there by Alonso. Bassett went sprawling on the hill to try and get out of the way. Most of the bat went out toward third. So it was really Mayo who had to stay clear of that.
Yeah, the sinker in just sort of blew him up. Got away from just nice concentration, bare hand in the dirt. Alonso picked him. It's one of the things with Pete. May not have great range, but I tell you, balls in the dirt, he's always been the lead, picking balls in the dirt. Nice. Look at that. Look where that ball ended up.
Oh, Bassett sprawling.
You got to get down. Either that, he can get plunked in the back of the head.
I've seen it happen. I've seen a pitcher, major league pitcher, get hit by the business end of a bat and it's stuck in his rib cage. Line drive and a base hit into left. Duran coming around. He's going to score easily on a base hit by Abreu, who is now 7 for 15 against Bassett lifetime. 1-0 Boston.
Well, you love seeing that from Abreu, right? Coming out first pitch. Facing a righty where there's been some struggles. Look how short this stroke is. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Totally under control. Heater in her half. Opposite field approach. This is what we're talking about. These lefties use that side. But more importantly, the short stroke. This is why he's so effective against lefties. He can get a little long against righties.
The Red Sox, when they score first, are 19-10. Of course, they scored first last night. Hot shot. That's down the line past Mayo. Going to keep on bouncing up against the monster. Abreu rounding third. Going to wave him in. He's going to try and score. The throw home. He is safe. He got in. Down to second goes Contreras. 2-0 Sox. Close play at the dish. And the Red Sox get 2 fast ones. They're going to challenge this call at home plate. And right now it's RBI number 34 for Contreras.
We'll see here. This hits this ball down the line. It looked like it kind of ricocheted around and moved around on Ward in that outfield. Got to get a look at the plate. I don't like team challenging this early. Usually they got a pretty good idea that he's out. Ball kicks around. Look at Epperson in fair territory. The ball gets in. Does he get his hand in there, or was the knee blocking the plate? Look at Epperson. He's in fair territory. I don't even know if you can do that. But it worked. Let's see. Oh, that glove came right down in the hand as it was approaching the plate. Maybe a better look at it here. Oh, he's going to be out. But then again, we thought Gunnar Henderson was going to be safe last night.
Yeah, and he was, but that's not how they saw it. Now Rutschman putting a knee right on top of home plate. You are allowed to do that when taking a throw. Can't do it ahead of time.
Looks like he gets his hand right there before the fingers get to the plate. That was a really nice tag by Rutschman.
Here it is. We've got an answer from New York.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Baltimore will retain their challenge.
Yeah, that's one of those. I think the Red Sox now have had 11 guys throwing out the plate. That one there, as you saw, bang, bang. So it's 2 outs. It's automatic. 1 out. You want second and third here for Yoshida. But that one there kicked around a while. More strong throw from that corner. Kind of came out of nowhere. He got thrown out by half of a finger length.
If that. But take a run off the board. So now 2 down, a 1-0 lead. Contreras taking second on the play at the plate. Masataka 6 for 16 off Bassett, 375. Man at second.
I guess you can go in fair territory. You got to see the corner, right? I don't remember ever seeing that. Being in fair territory and you're waving them. Then you got to avoid the throw because it's coming in.
None of the umpires saw him in any event. I've never seen that. Two down and the 1-1 from Bassett. And a little chopper foul toward the Red Sox dugout. Give you another look at Epperson here.
I mean, you got to see it down the corner, right? He's trying to look at it. Now he's waving him. I think he's got to get out of the way. It's bang, bang.
Now 2 down. Here comes the 1-2 to Masataka. He'll ground that toward the middle. And Holiday up and over to get him and retire the side. Red Sox get 3 hits in the end. Only 1 run, but 1-0 Boston. And welcome back to Surfside. Second inning. Red Sox get a run as we move to inning number 2 and a foul back by Kobe Mayo. Red Sox have another man gunned down at home plate. You do get 3 hits in the inning. You're begging for more than just 1 run. But a man nailed it home, and that's going to be flicked foul by Mayo, hitting right at 200 with 7 home runs.
Yeah, there was a lot of action in that inning. Bassett only threw 12 pitches. Kind of quick work for him, but still gave up that run. Could have been more.
0-2 fouled off. Basayo on deck, and then Tyler O'Neill. Red Sox play a day game tomorrow and finish up this quick homestand. That'll be a 135. They'll be facing a left-hander, Trevor Rogers. He's 2-6 with a 6.84 ERA.
Yeah, they got him 2 before. They got him in that 17-1 game down in Baltimore on that crazy Saturday.
1-2.
Payne looking to settle down here, get a little more location, right? To me, when the 4-seam fastball is down in the knees, that's not location. I think he wants it up high.
Cutter and a cut and a miss by Mayo. He'll fan. Second strikeout for Tolley.
Good cutter. But when the fastball is down knee high, it's a little more hittable. When it's on top of the zone with that 7-4 extension, boy, it's tough to catch up to. It's a big swing and miss pitch for him.
High chop on the infield. Durbin will glove it. And in time to get Basayo's done on 1 pitch. 2 up, 2 down. Tyler O'Neill hitting 165. He's been skidding lately.
That fastball's just got in on him. Look at what is that? Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3. He knew he had no chance at it. He's going for the form jump.
Yo, it's like touchdown. Oh, he's a funny kid.
He is. But he does it within the game. And then he gets a mound back and he gets the ball, and here comes 97. I'm attacking, but look at this jump. Get up.
Swing and a miss. 97 to strike out O'Neill, and they go 1, 2, 3.
Way 1-0 Red Sox in the home half of the second inning, and guys, Nick Sogard had been unavailable the last couple of days dealing with some side tightness. So today the Red Sox, they placed him on the 10-day injured list with a right oblique strain. So in order to have that option off the bench, they recalled Anthony Siegler from AAA Worcester, who has been swinging it pretty well down there, and he'll be that option for Trace late in games now. Now Anthony, or excuse me, Crochet now, he got his MRI read on that. It was a low-grade lat strain, so he won't be able to resume any throwing until he's asymptomatic, but he is feeling better. He's been on the injury list almost 40 days now, guys, so likely another few weeks before we can possibly even see him back with the big league club.
All right, Jemai, thank you very much. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Gaspard, and right there to the feet of Alonso for a quick out. 1-0 Red Sox here in the second inning. Gaspard came in hitting .333.
You know, Siegler got a few at-bats, few games with Milwaukee. He was that third piece in that deal with Milwaukee that brought over Durbin and Monasterio. 34 games played for the Brewers down in Worcester, 298, 3 home runs. I knew things have been barking here with Sogard for a while. Kind of wondering what Nate Eaton's doing down there.
Yeah, you and I both. He's been playing the outfield for the Woo Sox.
Yeah, and I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, if he's still playing the outfield, is he playing some third? And he's still the outfield. I'm like, you got 5 outfielders up here. Campbell's down there, Ward's down there. Could use some infield depth.
Very athletic guy, too, kind of Falefa.
He hits lefties, and he's a stolen base off the bench. But they like this kid's left-handed bat, and that's the biggest difference. You know, they're so right-handed, and especially in this type of lineup. A lot of these guys on the bench, the left-handed bat, now that Sogard's on the IL, gives them an option late.
Isaiah 5 for 16 against Bassett with a double. 299 for the year. He had a season-high 7-game hitting streak broken last night. And a 1-2. Down he goes, hacking on a cutter away. And first strikeout for Bassett. 2 up, 2 down.
He was a very popular guy last night. Some comments after the game talking about home. I think it was kind of so vague that, boy, did everybody run with it. I heard some of the
What was your read
thoughts
on what he said?
Well, you know, obviously back here in Boston, there's a lot more media. There's a lot more everything. It is a big market, but he's been in the league a long time. He's played in New York. He knows that there's more media at home than there is on the road.
Meyer will lift a high fly into left field, backing up Ward onto the warning track to make the catch. Red Sox go in order in the second. IKF back to his spot at second base tonight as the Orioles come up to hit. Jackson Holliday will swing away, 242 with a couple of home runs. 1-0 Red Sox have the lead. And just to finish up that conversation about Connor Falefa and his comments post game last night when he was asked about why the Red Sox were having such an awful time at Fenway as opposed to being 16-14 on the road. Finish your thought on that. I know I have my own.
Well, it's just that he knows how big market works. He plays in New York. There's more media at home. There's more people at home than there are on the road. Some people talking about what is it like your entourages or players' friends. He played with Vlad up in Toronto. Vlad brings a small village with him.
Yes, he does.
You know, I mean, some of these guys. So in New York, there's guys there that have that as well. So I don't think it would be that.
Liner in left center down for a hit for Holiday. And the second hit tonight for the Orioles.
I mean, maybe it's just all the media attention. You know, for me, too, it's a lot of new people around. You know, they're just trying to get used to their coaching staff.
See, that's where I thought he was going. I didn't think it had anything to do with media.
Well, I'm just like, this offensive unit is trying to get to know their hitting group, and they're trying to get to know them. When they come here, are there other people involved in the organization? I don't know, because he did talk about in here, meaning the clubhouse.
Right. Way outside here on Blaze Alexander.
But finishing that thought, I don't think that's the reason you're 9-20.
No.
You know, I just think offensively you've really struggled in this ballpark to put up runs and swing the bat the way the Red Sox are used to putting up runs in this ballpark.
Alexander takes a ball, and the conversation in some parts of the market went to, well, there are guys who have personal hitting coaches. What are they doing? That's been happening for years.
It has. And
everybody has.
They're not in the clubhouse.
They're not in the clubhouse. That is a very common occurrence. Hang around J.D. Martinez when he was a member of the Red Sox. You would find his hitting coach, his hitting guru, you know, like 4 feet away from him constantly through batting practice. Now, he wasn't allowed in the clubhouse.
I got to know Alex Bregman's last year. He was here every single homestand.
Sure. It's been happening for years.
Every single homestand. You just sit back here and they go over film and everything else. He'd work with the hitting guys.
Also not a reason the Red Sox are 9-20. At Fenway. Holiday off the bag. And the 2-1. I'll leave it up on Alexander. The number 9 hitter, Taylor Ward, on deck.
Just another thing on that, OB, as he was clarifying some of those comments that he made today, he was just saying, as far as trying to come up with reason why the team is 9-20. At home, he said it was a little bit of everything. We're working through it as an organization. He said last night it was frustration because he feels like we're so close to a breakthrough as a group. He says we have so much talent in the room. Something just isn't clicking. We're looking into everything.
Alexander strikes out. And I think you mentioned this, Jemai, when you were up in the booth with us earlier. Lou has too. We appreciate, I think, as a fan base, the effort for someone attempting.
Well, the reality is you got the guy at first base who's got 10 years of service time, and that man, IKF, is a veteran on this team. There's not too many guys that have ever reached free agency. I don't think anyone else in this positional group has.
Yep.
So, you know, it's going to come from somebody. You got to talk about it.
And he gave it a go.
But there's different reasons. You know, last homestand, I thought they swung the bat well. Justin Slayton gave up 4 runs. Garrett Whitlock came out here, hurt his knee in warm-ups, and tried to get through it and gave up the lead. But they swung it last homestand.
Certainly swung it on the road, but here at Fenway has been the problem. On the road, the Red Sox are a normal offense. That's all you're looking for here, or hoping for here. Just a normal offense.
16-14.
Yep.
And like I said, you show up every day knowing that it's a struggle. And there's a little bit of stress that goes into every game.
0-2. Up the middle, skips off the hill and off into center field. Holiday takes the turn, goes back to second. And a little bit of trouble here for Peyton Tolley. Well, Jerry Remy used to say when he had a bad road trip, his knees would be shaking his first at bat back at Fenway Park because of all that stress of returning to Boston. And you hear everything. You are rabbit-eared at that point when you've had a bad road trip. It's a tough place sometimes to come back home to.
Yeah.
Got to play better here. First and second, 1 down, and a lot better. And he knows that. Henderson 0 for 1. And he'll take a mighty cut and pop it up to first. Infield fly rule in effect. And Contreras makes the catch, and 2 down. And Adley Rutschman next. He's singled in the first inning. They have 3 hits. Red Sox have 3 hits. Red Sox have had a runner thrown out at home plate for the 11th time this year. That is tied for the major league high 10 of those have come since the coaching change.
Well, he knew Epperson would be aggressive. I'm sure there's a couple he'd like to have back. That one there, 1 out, second and third. It was such a bang play at the plate. Be a little defensive, maybe hold and give the Yoshida a chance, but
almost got him. Now, we've gone over the rule book. There is nothing that prohibits a third base coach from going onto the field across the foul line on a play like that.
You can't interfere with the play, but
just cannot interfere with the
I don't
play
just
itself.
Ever recall seeing it.
Nor I. It was a first. So he was within the rules. In there for a strike. 2 down, 2 on here for Baltimore. Holiday and Ward getting their leads. Tolley gets a high fly into right field. Abreu right there to make the catch and retire the side. Couple of hits, but 2 left.
Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle presented by Whoop. You can buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 8th inning of tonight's game for a chance to win half of the net jackpot. See official rules for full details.
Red Sox have a 1-0 lead against Baltimore. Dave Lou and Jemai with you from Fenway. Caleb Durbin to lead it off against Chris Bassett. Veteran right-hander coming in 4-3, 5.06 ERA. Last time the Red Sox saw him, which was June of last year, they hit him very hard. He gave up 8 earned runs in just 2 innings. It was the top of the stretch where the Red Sox were playing their best baseball of the year. That included that 10-game winning streak. They won 13 out of 15. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers.
Coming off one of his best starts of the year, 6 innings, 1 run against Toronto. It's been better the last 5 or 6. Beginning of the year was really tough to watch.
Line drive and a base hit into center. Caleb Durbin leading off by smoking a single.
Getting the ball in the air, using the middle of the field. This is what we've seen from Caleb Durbin now the last 7-10 days. But I saw him yesterday in BP, and he was hitting home runs the opposite field in the visiting dugout, the bullpen rather. And I walked up to him like, "You're feeling pretty good," and he was like energized. He's like, "Yeah, hurry up and let the game start." Like, it just is a different feeling for him in the box right now. He's hitting the ball in the air, no ground balls.
6-game hitting streak. Check out tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel. Duran and Cedar Rafaela at the top of the order. Jaron ran his hitting streak to 10 straight by starting the ball game with a single, and he scored the first run. He'll pop this one up. Got a curveball, and Mayo on the grass makes that catch. 1 down. And Cedar next.
70 miles an hour. Can't stay back. You know, the sinker, cutter in that 90 to 92 range. And then he just flips up this little spinner at 70.
Cedar 0 for 1, a ground ball to third. The last 31 games hitting over 300. Batting .303. Durbin runs well. Lately getting more opportunities to show that.
Yeah, Rutschman right around league average thrower. Bassett got a little leg kick to him. I think maybe an opportunity if you find the right pitch count. See him hopping around.
I'm still laughing over Peyton Tolley on that hop on the mound. That's got to show up some places. A little bit high. 2-1. He is an entertaining guy. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. And Bassett from the stretch. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. The throw down and not going to get him. And a stolen base for Caleb Durbin. So the Red Sox get a man into scoring territory.
Yeah, you got that hop, kind of hops around there. That's what you've kind of seen a lot of base stealers do. And if they can guess right and gain momentum, he'll decide to take off, and he gets this one rather easily.
So Cedon with an opportunity to pick up an RBI here and add to the Red Sox lead. He'll pop it up. Fly ball into center. Long run in for Alexander, but he'll get there. And 2 down.
Same pitch. He and Duran, you could see them trying to stay back because both these pitchers are kind of middle of the plate. They're just out in front of it. Can't stay back on. Slow curve.
Willier picked up the RBI with a base hit in the first. Enjoyed your conversation with him out in right field during batting practice today. You talked about playing the outfield and why he thinks, you asked him this question, why he thinks he's good at it or what his top skills are. He left out his outstanding throwing arm.
Yeah, he did. Talked about anticipation. You know, reading swings. First jump, getting a beat on the ball. I think the arm and accuracy is up there.
He's now 7 for 15 against Chris Bassett in his career.
He's such a good kid, works his tail off. He did an interview as well in Foul Territory in the morning. All in English. Last year he just wasn't doing it. A lot of courage to kind of do it. Speaking your second language he's doing this year.
Sure does. And those who don't, you don't begrudge him, but the fact that he has learned English and learned it so effectively and is willing to do it. Just a couple of years ago, that never would have happened. Two-time Gold Glover.
He said a big part of that reason was because he's shy.
He's fought through that. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Bassett. And he won't chase it.
I think the first time a lot of people heard him speak English was with Jemai, the night that they clinched in the clubhouse. He was having a lot of fun that night.
Sure was. That was great stuff. Leading all major league right fielders in defensive runs saved with 12. And he's worked this one full, 3-2. Well, it's good to see that players' personalities, when you have those one-on-ones, they really start to come out.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's, you know, talk about all the young guys that they have paid. The guy's coming. Probably going to win his 3rd Gold Glove. A great offensive year. Well, some of the slugs come down, right? The power numbers.
Yep.
Been a while.
6 home runs. He flicks that one foul. And he has not hit one, by the way, since the 8th of May. It was against Tampa Bay. So 21 games ago. In that time, he's thought he hit a couple. At the crack of the bat, he thought it was gone. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Bassett. I thought a couple of days ago he might get a day. He's been playing a lot of games.
He leads the team in games played. You know, he's had some injuries in the past. I'd like to keep, I think there's a day off coming here at some point just to kind of make sure he's, give him that day off before a day off. Give him a couple days.
The 3-2 to Abreu. Swinging a high drive down the right field line. Did he push it foul or is it fair? That ball is gone. Home run, Willier Abreu. There it is. First one since the 8th of May. down the right field line for number 7. And the Red Sox lead it 3-0. And he has driven in all of those tonight.
Well, we talk about the short swing, not trying to do too much. This kid is so strong, and we've seen it when he starts hitting home runs. He just needs to touch the baseball, right? But he tries to do a little bit too much tonight. He's really shortened this thing up. And driven all 3. That's a beautiful swing by Wilyer.
That Red Sox home run presented by your New England area Audi dealers. Brings up Wilson Contreras. I can tell you what he's going to be doing tomorrow during batting practice. He's going to be looking for you.
Well, we'll do another interview. This is what it takes. But again, heater up and in, inner half. Just short to the baseball. That's one he wasn't sure of out of the box.
Yeah, Wilson Contreras looking for his second hit. Couple more looks.
Just short to it. Not trying to do too much. Like, it's just hands, right? He's not bodying that, getting a long swing, trying to add power himself. Just barrel to the ball. I couldn't tell if this thing was fair or foul. Kind of trying to get that view from where we are.
He hasn't known that feeling in a while. That's going to be ball 4. So Contreras on for the second time tonight.
Well, you mentioned that May 8th date, right? Talk about 20 games. Now, he's had his fair share. He had 6 doubles in those 20 games, but no home runs. Slugging percentage was down to .313 in his last 20. And before the game, we're talking about what's going to take to win in this ballpark, and I'm saying you need a hero. You need somebody to go out there and just have one of those types of games, whether it's Peyton Tolley in a mound or a hitter. And right now, it's Wilyer Abreu, 2 for 2, 3 RBI.
So some support for Tolley. Albert, as the manager is out there, they don't have anybody warming in their bullpen. But he did not send out Drew French. In conversation with Bassett.
You think Bassett speaks Fall River?
Very,
Somerset.
Very questionable. By now he probably does. By this point in June. So a man on and 2 down. Masataka Yoshida. Now they'll get activity in the bullpen. We'll get Suarez going. And Yoshida 0 for 1. We talked about it earlier. Bassett has been very ineffective on the road. An ERA of 8.02 in 5 road starts. Actually, the 3rd highest in Major League Baseball. Even if he has pitched better lately. 0-2.
His last 6, 3.94 ERA, 7.15 OPS. His first 5, 6.75 ERA, and their OPS was over 900. So the Baltimore Orioles guys are saying, yeah, last 6 he's been better, more aggressive, pounding the zone, but Sox put 3 on him early.
And the 0-2 to Masataka will not be made. Well, Red Sox some early runs at Fenway and an early home run. And that is a nice change of pace. To breaking ball off the plate. Masataka, good career numbers against the Orioles, .333 lifetime. And 1-2. They'll slap that one foul. So the Yankees can move effectively into a tie for first place tonight in the AL East. They're tied up 1-1 with Cleveland in the second innings because Tampa Bay lost again. Rays have actually dropped 8 of their last 10.
Sorry if we can get down there.
So they've hit a bit of a skid. Bassett with a 1-2. And fouled off again. Once again tomorrow, Brian Bayo is going to be the bulk guy after the opener at 135. And the Red Sox will be gone for a week. And Bassett from the stretch. And flared out to right center, down for a base hit. Contreras into third and stopping there. Red Sox with a lot of traffic in this inning. Their fourth base runner in Yoshida and their third hit.
Well, he sits back on this slow curve ball. Left it way up, just gets enough of it. Get Contreras over to third base. To keep this thing going, while Bassett right now is just not really feeling it.
And brings up Gasper, who's 0 for 1, but hitting .327. He has a 5-game hitting streak. He played in 19 of 21. Starting on May 10th. And 2-0.
You can ride the hot hand. He's done nothing to take himself out of this lineup. So nice job behind the plate, swinging it. That man there, Narvaez, will have another chance. Be there every day.
And Bassett falls behind 3-0. One more like that, they're going to be loaded up for Kiner-Falefa.
The crazy thing is that Narvaez has been swinging it lately. Wong's been swinging it lately. All of them.
And he'll take a strike. We thought Connor Wong had a home run the other day. He did for a couple minutes until they reviewed it in Cleveland and took it away and made it a double, which was the right call. 3-1's inside for ball 4, and they are filled up. So Bassett has allowed a 2-run homer in the inning. He's also walked 2 and given up 2 singles. Suarez has warmed up. The batter is going to be Kiner-Falefa, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Isaiah 5 for 17 against Bassett.
He's only had 52 pitches. Try to give the veteran here, see if he can get out of this inning.
Sweeper for strike 1. It's been a good spot for Kiner-Falefa. 353 in his career with the bases loaded. Does have 1 grand slam. Another soft one at 69 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It makes 92 look like 100.
It does. Now it's Contreras at third, Yoshida at second, Gasper on at first. Lunges after that one. He'll pop that one foul and out of play. 1-2. Wilyer Abreu blasting a home run down the right field line to put the Sox in front 3-0. Also has an RBI single tonight. They lead all the way around. Bassett now with his 56th pitch with this one. Chopped to third. Mayo will go to the bag and get the force play to retire the side. But the Red Sox get a couple more as Abreu leaves the yard. 3-0. Ends 2-hour version of this Red Sox game at 1 a.m. on Sox in 2, only on NESN and streaming on NESN 360, presented by Bigelow Tea. 4th inning, Red Sox 3 and the Orioles nothing. And Peyton Tolley getting offense from that man in particular. Wilyer Abreu, he's driven in all the runs. Alonso is 0 for 1 with a whiff in the 1st inning. Tolley got off to a bit of a rocky start, but he's been settling in. 1-1 on Alonso. Did he offer? He did. So Tolley trying to fan him for the second time. He has 4 Ks in the book. He's walked 1. And his 1-2. Line in a right, base hit. So in 3 of the 4 innings, the leadoff man is reached here for Baltimore, and that's in front of Kobe Mayo.
He's been hitting. We talk about what he's been doing here lately. His last 14, 4 home runs, but that's just sort of taking your hits. Staying inside of it, just taking what they give you.
Mayo 0 for 1. He punched out in the second. Hitting just 199. Though he has hit 7 home runs. Most of his home runs around 450 when he does connect. Nothing in 2. Red Sox 7 and 8 in their last 15. 12 and 13 in the last 25. But overall 9 games under 500. Alonso the base runner, the 0-2. And flied into right field. Plenty of space back there for Willier. Abreu with the grab. 1 away.
We've seen a lot of 94, 95s from him. That one there, 96. The velo's down just a mile an hour here on average. But still, that 4-seam fastball has 7 swing and misses already in this game. So it's kind of about location. 11 of 14 first pitch strikes, getting ahead. That's where Conley really didn't perform yesterday. Wouldn't get ahead of guys, couldn't get strike 1.
And when Peyton has really excelled, he's done a ton of that. The loop shot, and Marcelo will back out and make the catch. Meyer with the grab, 2 down. And next in, Tyler O'Neill, who's 0 for 1. Remember, Tyler had that streak of opening day home runs. It's pretty incredible. 6.
Yeah, I talked to him before game 1. I said, what happened to you on opening day? He's like, what do you mean? I said, you didn't hit a home run. I think he was like 1 for 2, he said, or 1 for 3.
Yeah.
And then they pulled him. He's like, that 4th at bat was the at bat.
Well, scuffling right now. He's hitting 163 with just a couple of home runs. Came in slumping. The only player in Major League history to do that. Mr. Opening Day.
6 consecutive. So that opposite field one at Seattle with us. That'd been his only Oppo home run of the year.
And I'm like, you don't take him out on opening day.
No. This is going to surprise you too, because when I talked to him, he didn't have any sleeves on.
That's a shocker.
Do you have any shirts with sleeves? Any?
2 down and a 1-1. Off the end of the bat, popped it up down the line. Long run. Connor Falefa, nice play to get there. Actually pulled up in the end to make the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. Portuguese community right here at Fenway, honoring the rich history, culture, and contributions of the Portuguese community. The inaugural Portuguese celebration sold out. Fans enjoying a pregame performance by Era Toxica. Specialty food and exclusive Portuguese celebration soccer jerseys as well. Red Sox with a 3-0 lead, bottom half of the 4th inning. And let's toss it down to Jemai.
Thank you very much, OB. We got Caleb Durbin on deck, who's looking to get his second hit tonight after he extended his hit streak to 6 games back in the 3rd inning, after he admitted that he's been grinding it out all the way back to that first series of the year in Cincinnati and the offer to start his Red Sox tenure. But the success lately, he says, comes from using the whole field. Said ideally when he's late, it's still been a hit. And when he's early on the off speed, he can drive those to the pull side. Said there's been some mechanical adjustments in his swing as well, in his approach with his body positioning to allow him to use the whole field, and that seemingly has worked out for him pretty good so far.
His numbers slowly coming up. Base hit tonight, stolen base and a run. Marcelo Meyer 0 for 1. And Marcelo, one of several, trying to get it rolling here at Fenway, kind of like he does on the road. Suarez out of the bullpen, so the night is over for Chris Bassett.
Yeah, quick one, 3 innings, 56 pitches. 36-year-old Suarez. Couple games here now, he's gone 4 innings. 3 innings, long relief kind of guy. He'll give you 55, 60 pitches.
Changeup will miss, 3-1. Durbin on deck, and then Duran.
You mentioned Marcelo Holman. 274 on the road, 162 at home.
And up the middle, and a base hit.
Good job by him, just laying off some of those changeups to get the fastball pitch. He handles real well.
A better look to the offense tonight. 7 hits for the Sox. And they had led off 3 of the 4 innings with a hit, as Durbin did in the 3rd when 8 men came up to hit. And he's 1 for 1. Now hitting a .190, showing a bunt, drops it down to first. Alonso will go down to second. On the play, he will get Meyer on the force. 1 down.
Interesting you went that way. Alonso's in, both sides are in. It's just too close. Kind of like a direct line where Alonso could just charge this baseball. Maybe a little bit too hard too. Barrow may push that ball more towards the direction of the second baseman, make Alonso run too far for it.
Jared Duran 1 for 2, a single and a run. And extended his hitting streak to 10 in a row. Batting stats fueled by the friendly toast. Durbin already with a theft tonight, not running here.
Earlier in the year when Durbin was really struggling, looking to put bunts down to make some things happen. Now he's swinging it. I'm like, man, swing that thing. Get the ball in the air, hit a gap.
You wonder if someone will mention that. Veteran teams more likely to. Cedon on deck. Caleb is a good athlete. Stole 18 last year. And a year in the minors where he stole 29. Good count here for Duran. Back in on his feet, Durbin. Red Sox ahead 3-0. And with 1 down, here comes the 3-1 pitch to Duran. Tried to destroy that, got a changeup. The Red Sox did something tonight they had not done a whole lot here at Fenway, and that is they knocked the starter out fast. Bassett only lasted 3. Duran was the start of it with a single in the 1st inning. 3-2 and got that off-speed pitch again. Throw down to first base, not in time on the strikeout. So 2 gone. And that'll bring up Cedon. Cedon is grounded out to third, flied out to center. Pete Alonso is one of those first basemen who's very social over there. Most of them are. Cedon takes ball one.
You're talking about they haven't really knocked a pitcher out after 3. It's the 3rd time they've done it. They did it twice in the very first homestand. Walker Buehler.
Oh yeah.
Shane Drillman.
Yeah. Wow.
Haven't done it since April 8th.
How about that? In there for strike. Abreu on deck. And Suarez will fire a 1-1. That's a little pop-up into left center field. Dropping. That'll fall for a base hit. Durbin will scoot on into third and stop there. So Cedon doesn't kill it, but he'll take the hit first and third with 2 down.
Oh, you'll take it. Take it all day long. Kidding me? A little big swing from Cedon. Just drops it in no man's land. Alexander, see that first step backwards. I'm not sure he had a chance. He may have, but he saw that swing from Cedon. His first step was back.
So it brings up Abreu, who's having an excellent night. Run scoring single and a 2-run homer. As he'll take a ball. Now, what we know to be true about Wilyer Abreu is his home runs tend to come in bunches. Like opening day a couple of years ago. See, we'll look at a strike on a change. He likes that change. 1-1.
Yeah, he's throwing it really well here to lefties. Do some really good ones at the bottom of the zone. Duran.
Abreu leading the Red Sox in games played, hits, and doubles. 1-2. Sox have out hit the Orioles 8-4. And Abreu with another RBI opportunity with Durbin and Rafaela aboard. Righty home of the 1-2. And strikes him out with a fastball. Side retired Red Sox. Couple of hits, he'll strand a couple. Inning 5 powered by Salem 5 Bank. As we move on to the 5th, Red Sox 3 and the Orioles nothing. And another first pitch strike from Peyton Tolley. Jackson Holliday, who singled off him the first time up. Holliday was on the IL earlier this season after a hamate surgery, breaking that bone in the hand. So 265, 2 home runs, cuts right through that one. A fastball, 1-2.
Well, he was down. Jeremiah Jackson was really playing well at second base. And we're talking about Blaze Alexander, who's in center field. What he's been doing lately too. It's been hard to get him back into this lineup.
Now 66 pitches for Peyton Tolley tonight. And 2-2 on Holliday. He got him. Breaking ball to strike him out. 1 down in the 5th.
It's the first curveball he's thrown all game. Here it is. He's throwing 1 changeup, and that's the first curveball we've seen. And he gets the swing and miss on it. Check out his arsenal right now sponsored by New England area Audi dealers. That fastball, he's riding it hard, almost 61%. Velo down just a tick, he's getting it back now. 97. That 4th inning, he had the highest average fastball of the game so far for him.
Alexander, he whiffed his first time up. That's 5 in the book for the southpaw. Got a piece of it into the mid. 0-2. Peyton had that start against Atlanta a couple of turns ago where he went 8. Really pitched in that one. The 0-2. Left it downstairs. It was not about strikeouts at all in that one. He only struck out 3 over 8 innings. Gave up 4 hits and 85 pitches. 1-2. And pop foul out of play. And that a career high in innings against a tremendous lineup.
It seems like right now he's just starting to get loose. Everything's 96, 97 earlier in that game. We saw 94, 93 in the first.
Looking to get Alexander again. It's outside. Curveball again. 2-2. Totally looking for his 3rd win of the year. 2-2 at the moment, and a 2-2 pitch. He came back again at 96. His last start against Atlanta did strike out 7 over 4 2/3, but needed 94 pitches to get through that. 2-2 on the way. Full count on Alexander. Taylor Ward on deck. He's been on base twice tonight. Totally trying to finish him off. And popped up into foul territory, and no play for Contreras. So this will be at least a 9-pitch at bat for Alexander. 75 pitches tonight for Peyton Tolley. 3-2 once again. Up the middle. Kiner Falefa behind the bag. Gets him. 2 down.
Nice play by Kiner Falefa. I just sort of laugh every time there's a comebacker with this big fella. Look at this. He's trying to get out of the way or catch this ball, and then he just almost goes down. I'm not sure what that was at the end of that play, but he just has fun. It's great to see.
Those.
But then gets the ball back, and here comes 97.
Yeah, then it's all business. Baseball in his hand. Trying to get Ward for the first time. He's walked and singled. And a high pop up. Tolley does not see it, but Marcel Meyer does. And he didn't actually, as that's going to fall in. So it looked like Marcelo had it all lined up. That had nothing to do with wind. That will be a single.
I'm going to see if does he just lose it in the sky. It's that kind of time of night where I'm not sure he sees it here yet. Now it looks like he's got a good grip on it, but
again, goes as a base hit. So Ward reaches for the 3rd time. And Gunnar Henderson has gone 0 for 2. Now here was Tolley on that play. I mean, was that an indication he didn't see it either? I don't know.
I'm not quite sure his actions, what he's looking at.
No,
but it's
tough.
You know, unfortunately, it just gives another opportunity to a very dangerous Gunnar Henderson. And he could have got out of that inning.
13 home runs for Henderson. Ward fortunate to be a base runner. Ground ball, and that's going to be fair. Skipping off Contreras. That'll roll near the tarp. Kiner Falefa moving over to get it. That'll put runners at 2nd and 3rd as the throw comes home. So Henderson with a hot shot Contreras could not handle right near the bag. And trouble brewing here with 2 down.
Talk about every time you kind of give a team an out in this league, especially where we are in this lineup. This ball's hit right down the line, just off that glove. He's been so good over there before.
Yeah, expecting him to make the play.
Yeah, I know he's probably not happy with himself. Not an easy play by any means. Ball's hit hard. He's hopping off the bag, keeping a guy close. You can tell he's not happy.
So after the pop-up falls in, now it's 2nd and 3rd for Rutschman with 2 down.
It's a good mound visit, though. Just give him a little breather. Get back into it.
Rutschman a single and a fly out to right. 256, 7 home runs for Adley Rutschman. 81 pitches. No activity in the Red Sox pen. 3-0 Boston. He checked, and that's going to be ball 1. Runners in scoring position and 2 out. Rutschman's a .300 hitter this year. And Tolley with a 1-0. That one ate him up. Good cutter. 1-1. Well, he struck out Holiday to begin the inning. He got Alexander after a long at bat to ground out. Then he got a pop up. It looked like the inning was over. High fly into right field. Abreu. And Willier will make the catch. Side retired. Had to throw extra pitches, but 2 left.
The uniform and playing with Red Sox legends. Now is your chance. Red Sox Fantasy Camp presented by JetBlue is on sale now. Visit redsox.com/fantasycamp for more information.
At the halfway point at Fenway, Red Sox have a 3-0 lead on Baltimore here in Game 2. Contreras, Yoshida, Gasper up against the bullpen guy, and Suarez came on to relieve the starter Bassett, who only lasted 3 innings tonight. Really done in by Willier Abreu.
Suarez is going to be in there a little bit. We've already seen that really good changeup. The fastball's right there. 92, 93. A little cutter to go with it. It'll show a curveball.
Wilson has been on base 15 straight games. It's a season high. Another guy who likes to face the Orioles. He has throughout his career. 317 average, OPS over 1,000. That's in 16 games. He's hit 6 home runs against them. There's many good hitters love to swing the bat at Camden Yards.
And then he moved that fence back.
Then they did that.
And then I'm not sure guys really love it as much.
Yeah, it's past tense now. If you're a right-hand hitter, lefty hitter, nothing's changed. You're pulling it. There's a shot out to right center field. That's going to drop down in the gap. He touches first. He's heading for second. Alexander's throw. He's going to dive. He's safe. He got past it. Some nifty base running by Wilson Contreras. Splashing down there in front of second base, and they're not going to challenge it.
It's good hustle. Kind of drops it in no man's land. Alexander's playing him in left center. So when this ball drops, it's really a big field. And he gets to it, kind of feels it like he's an infielder, right? Feels it like the infielder. He showed a really good arm the other day at third base, but this one just a little bit off the mark.
So here's Masataka Yoshida on the night, 1 for 2. Another look.
Good slide by Wilson, getting inside, seeing where that throw is, hiding that right arm. So Gunnar can't tag him.
Now Wilson was angry on that play at first base where he did not make the play defensively, and he showed it. He shows it all the time. He plays with great emotion. Gasper on deck. Red Sox trying to add to a 3-0 lead. And a strike. Moss has seen this right-hander 6 times. He does have 2 hits. Contreras edging off the bag at second. And ball 4. So Yoshida on for the second time. Red Sox are getting plenty of traffic.
Yeah, they got to kind of cash in here. You saw last inning how things quickly can change, right? You thought you had a quick inning. It's a base hit, it's a double. Dangerous Rutschman up in a 3-0 game. Always try to get this thing to 5-6 runs if you can, obviously. And I think it would help their psyche in this ballpark a little bit.
Sure would. Something positive. Gasper is grounded out. He's also taking ball 4. Red Sox with an opportunity to build an inning here. First and second and none out. They'll fly that one to center field. Alexander moves on.
Can't see it.
He lost it. That's going to fall. It's out of the track. It's up against the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes Yoshida rounding. A throw home. It's up the line. Another lost ball at Fenway. That has burned both teams tonight. But it's burned Baltimore a lot worse. Red Sox get 2 on that to lead it 5-0.
Somewhere Marcelo's in that dugout going, see? Like this ball went up. You could see Alexander running to right center. This ball's in dead center. You could tell right away and no clue what this ball was. It's an easy double for Mickey. Tyler O'Neill all the way out from right field. He gets this ball. The only question is Yoshida going to be able to score from first.
There's Connor Falefa, nobody out. Gasper with his first career triple. And a couple of RBIs. He will take and run. And swinging a shot. That is back toward the wall. That'll slam into the monster. Another run home. Connor Falefa into second. 6-0 Boston. Some good luck and a lot of good hitting tonight.
I tell you, he's been swinging it. You leave something kind of middle. Team's been really trying to keep the ball away from him because he's kind of looking to pull everything and get it in the air, and he's done a really nice job of it recently and does it again there for that RBI double.
Chasing in Mickey Gasper, who had the triple. It was lost by Alexander. Way out there in center.
You know, someday when Mick talks about his first triple and brings it up, someone's going to say, what did they dive or lose it in the sky or what? As a matter of fact, yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
But you'll take it.
No, sure will. Number 1, tough sky tonight, both sides. Right about this time, they have been bedeviled by it. Alexander just completely lost it. Marcel Meyer lost one earlier on a pop-up. But again, a lot more damage done on the Gasper fly. And now Marcelo. Still nobody out.
The twilight's a tough time of night at Big League Park. Before the lights kick in. That's where you hear sometimes an outfielder like, hey, help me out. And you have this gesture, you kind of move your finger around, like, let me know if it's up here. Help me out a little bit.
Little tapper and a foul ball. Marcelo does have a base hit tonight, along with a fly out to left. Red Sox have 11 hits. 2 doubles and a triple in this inning. Abreu with a 2-run homer back in the 3rd inning. And Suarez home in the 1-1. And a right-hander's 2-1 pitch. Wisely lets that one go. Change up away. 3-1. Durbin on deck. To roll that one to short. Henderson digs it and gets him. Connor Falefa moves up 90 feet. That's the first out in the 5th.
Yeah, it does get IKF over to third base, but they change up him to death. If a guy's got a changeup, he sees 6 pitches. It's going to be 5 changeups and a show me heater.
Durbin a single, his first time up. Everybody in the Red Sox lineup tonight has at least 1 hit.
He just bunted his last time up. 1 out, man on third. That safety squeeze, you're starting to see it more and more. But he's been swinging it.
Red Sox at 11 hits. Their season high at Fenway is 15.
Everybody in the lineup's got one.
And Suarez has thrown 40 pitches since he came in to start the 4th inning. And in for a strike.
That was a little high, wasn't it?
Yep, it was. Liner, he hooked it. That's a fair ball. All the way to the wall. Another run scores into second base with his second hit, Caleb Durbin. And in recent games, he has looked like a different hitter.
Not only a 6-game hitting streak, he took care of that his first at bat, but now 6 games in a row with an extra base hit. He takes this changeup that Suarez has shown that he really likes, stays through it, more importantly, keeps it in the air, and just hugs that line for an RBI double, gets a little chalk. He's a different guy.
Top of the order, Duran, 1 for 3 with a single tonight. Scored the first run of the game in the opening inning. Red Sox leading it 7-0. And Duran trying to keep it rolling here against Suarez. Only 1 away. Red Sox would love to get another inning to Wilyer Abreu with the night he's having. At second base, Holiday with the stop. That'll advance the runner with 2 down. Durbin into third. And Cedar Rafaela coming up. Red Sox have put a lot of innings tonight on the Oriole pitching staff. And Cedar will be the 8th man to hit in this inning. Hitting .280 on the button with 5 home runs.
As I mentioned, Suarez has gone 55, 60 pitches before. You're always going to try to use him, maybe even for another inning, just to try to save this pen for tomorrow.
Durbin 90 feet away. It'll be off the plate, 2-1. Certainly hope you'll join us for the matinee in person here at Fenway, or if you can't do that, right here on Nesson tomorrow at 1:35. Shot hit wickedly but foul. That got into the stands fast. June 3rd, and Cedon's batting .280. And a 2-2. Punches that one. Nice scoop by Alonso. Play at first. Going to be close. Safe. And the run scores. Cedon beats it out on the dive. That makes it 8-0. No challenge from Baltimore. Cedon's second hit.
Well, that batting average is up there because you've seen a lot of this, right? It's a heater away, doesn't try to do too much. Alonso way over in that hole. It's an uncomfortable throw for him. You can see he kind of just shot puts this ball over. And Cedon just beats it out. Easy. He knows you got to beat that pitcher. And it just doesn't matter how many times you tell a runner to run through the bag.
No, it doesn't.
It's quicker. It doesn't matter.
They've done studies on this.
Yeah.
And by staying on your feet, you'll actually get there a little bit quicker.
Yeah. It just doesn't matter how many times you tell me. You can put any study in front of me. You can put everything in front of me.
And I'll bet as a player you were guilty of it too.
100%. And then you get yelled at. And you feel shame.
Yeah. I remember Kenny Lofton was as speedy as anybody in the game. I remember Kenny Lofton diving into the bag once and dislocating a finger on the bag.
That's why. You jam your wrist, you break a finger, and then, okay. And then, maybe you don't do it for a few months. 3 months later, you dive back into first.
And then Kenny's response was, yeah, but I got a hit.
Yeah.
2-1 on Wilyer Abreu. The good night Bruin here, I should say so. An RBI single and a mammoth 2-run homer. And a line drive to be caught by Henderson. It's almost by him at the time. Red Sox send 9 men to hit. They now lead it 8-0.
Welcome back to Fenway Park. Big inning for the Red Sox. Top of the 6th as we roll on. Tom Karen with you up by Wasabi Fenway Studios. Jim Rice and I will come your way after the game with WB Mason Extra Innings Live. I spoke with Andrew Bailey about Brian Bayo and how they've been using him as a bulk reliever. The results have obviously worked. They've done it 4 times. He's got a sub-1 ERA, so you would expect that to continue tomorrow. But we kind of dove into why it's working, how they can sort of get teams to stack lefties, maybe at another point, and move them down and give him the opportunity to face more righties. Really interesting stuff with how they look at each team and when they decide how they're going to use him, but we know it's been the same every time, bringing him into the 2nd inning. I don't think there's any doubt. Lou, you've been talking about, I don't think there's any doubt they want to get him back in that starting rotation. But right now, as we say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and it has not been broke out of the pen for Brian Bayo.
Yeah, and I know. It's the bottom line is you want a guy pitching well, right? 6, 7 innings, whatever those innings are, 2 through 8, so be it. It's just that the couple guys you've used, Moran and Samaniego, have been so good out of the bullpen for you that you would like to not have to save one of them the night before. You would like to be able to use them late in the situation because they're better out of the pen than openers. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Basayo the batter with Alonso at first and 1 down as we move into the 6th inning. Red Sox with an 8-0 lead. They've out-hit Baltimore 13-7. Basayo with a grounder and a pop-up 0 for 2. And he'll fly that one into center field, but room there, plenty of it for Cedon. 2 away. Peyton on the doorstep of 90 pitches. Activity in the pen for the first time, but he has 2 down here in the 6th.
You have to finish this thing off, give you 6.
Tyler O'Neill 0 for 2, runner going, and he's going to throw the pitch to the backstop. Mayo will take off for 3rd. Gasper a little late getting back there. I guess he was figuring, well, I'm going to balk. Now the umpires are going to get together on this with a man at 3rd. What a bizarre play that was. And then Blakeney, Hudson, and Marley and Gibson getting together.
So we he's from the windup. That's the problem. He was from the windup and not that stretch. He took that extra step, and Mayo saw it, but then totally decided, see, this is from the windup here. This step, he took off. He realizes it. He's like, I can't throw over to first. I'll just throw home. Problem is the ball's still alive, I believe. They're wondering if it was a
slow developing play, right? And Abernathy's out there to question him on that.
Yeah, so for some reason, with a man on first, you're a lefty, you see the guy on, but he went from the windup, and the minute he took off, I guess you call that a balk with the way he kind of his body moved. And
so he's gone back to second.
Yeah, he sees him take off and tries to throw over. Yeah, the first base umpire right away put his hands up the whole time, pointed to second like it's a balk, and then when the ball went to the backstop, put his hands up like there was timeout, a dead ball.
So right now they have sent Mayo back to second with 2 down. A play that took forever. Gasper was in a state of shock. He wasn't sure what to do. He eventually went back to the backstop to pick it up. So that's going to be it. That's going to be a balk.
Yeah, I just feel like in the middle of that windup, for some reason, from the windup and not the stretch with the guy right in front of you, it was almost like that step towards first base when the umpire immediately called the balk.
So 2 down after the balk. Totally trying to keep the shutout intact.
Yeah, he has that like hybrid, right? Like this is where he is from the stretch. He comes set, but from the windup, there's an extra step in there. He can't do that from the stretch. Really heads up by Mayo.
We were talking with TC about Bayo, starter or bulk guy. What determines when he goes back as a starter again? How successful has it been? Red Sox are 1-3 when he's been the bulk guy. So one could make the argument it has not gotten the desired results.
Well, he's thrown great, but he's come into a game down 2-0, 1-0, 2-0, and 4-0.
Yep. Of course, they're 1-6 when he starts.
The opener, 4 times the opener starter for him. The ERA is 20.25. Can't find someone to kind of put up a 0, get him rolling.
Right. 2-2 filed away by O'Neill. 8 runs, 13 hits for the Sox. Nothing across, 7 hits for the Orioles. Neither side has committed an error. Into the 6th inning on a gorgeous night at Fenway. Here's the 95th pitch by Peyton tonight. And here's betting this is going to be his last inning. Now, unless you were trying to catch a pop-up about 40 minutes ago, it's a beautiful night. 95 pitches. This is a career high for the lefty. And then he goes to 3-2. Watson ready if need be, and the 3-2 coming. Cleveland leading the Yankees in the 6th inning 4-2. Atlanta on top of Toronto 4-2 in the 5th. And the payoff pitch to T.O. And he's going to put him on. Ball 4.
Catcher's challenging the call of ball.
Catcher challenge here by Gasper.
Yeah, I was just trying to save your pitcher right here. This is off the plate.
Call is confirmed. Boston has 1 challenge remaining.
One thing you got to keep an eye on too. You talk about they're going to go talk to him, but his next start, I believe, will be on 4 days rest. There's not an off day. And that's been a little tricky spot for Peyton Tolley, right? He's got 5 days rest here now for a while with some of these off days, but the next one is no off day, so now all of a sudden it's going to be a 4-day rest. You're pushing him pretty hard here, career high. Up 6-0. 8-0 rather.
Well, challenge didn't go Red Sox way. ABS powered by T-Mobile. So first and second, 2 gone for Jackson Holiday. And Peyton Tolley, unless he gets a very quick out here. And he just might. Floated. Here comes Cedon to make the catch. He does, in fact, and he goes 99 pitches tonight. Plenty of offense. 8-0 Boston. Line presented by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. And this is his extended hug with Garrett Whitlock. That's what these two do. You always wonder who's going to release first.
Well, the camera on him in that dugout, and you could kind of see him like almost pointing in front of him. Like I saw the guy on first, but I still went to the windup. I don't know why I wasn't in the stretch.
Right.
I'm sure that'll be an interesting quote after the game.
He is animated. As all get out. And that's the typical pose there with a giant smile on his face.
He's going to have some fun with that.
He had some fun tonight. Over 6 innings, almost 100 pitches.
I mean, that's the best part. You're a lefty. You're facing the runner on first base. You have to know you have to pitch from the stretch.
1-2 golf shot foul by Contreras. Good night for Wilson again. He has a single, a double, and he's also taken ball 4 and scored a run. Taking on Nunez out of their bullpen. 5.67 ERA.
A young kid, 24 prospect here for the Orioles. Good fastball, 96, 97. You see that sweeper? It's a big one. It's a good arm.
Wilson actually 2 doubles tonight, 1 in the first and 1 in the 5th. Hitting .289 with 11 home runs. Still leading the club, although Jarren Duran has been charging. And wrapped toward the hole. He's got another knock. He has 3 hits and a walk tonight. Red Sox with a leadoff hit. They've been doing that all night.
He's just so on the plate that this slider that's a foot off, he can still get to. Look at this. This thing's way off the plate, and he still kind of doesn't smoke it, but he gets enough of the barrel to get through the infield.
Red Sox swinging the bats at Fenway Park here tonight. 14 hits. Masao Yoshida with a base hit, a walk, and a run this evening. And the leadoff man is aboard in the 6th. Previous 12 games, the Red Sox were hitting .282. During that span, they led Major League Baseball in batting average. They were second in on-base percentage. So the hope is that it's in there to be a lot better at Fenway. Nobody out and 1 on. And 2-2.
Like I said, they did swing it better last homestand. Your hope is that it was just Shane Baz last night throwing the ball well. Really good curveball. Just that when it's repeatedly a run or two here in this ballpark, it's only so much credit you can give out each and every night.
Oh, skips on by and actually got him. He's going to be hit by the pitch. He'll take his base. 3rd time for Massa to reach first base tonight. Contreras down to 2nd.
Sweeper got away from Nunez. Looks like on the skip, just sort of grazed that foot.
2 on and none out. All night long, the Red Sox with base runners had 3 of them in the first inning against Bassett. And they were off to the races. Mickey Gasper, his first career triple in the 5th inning. No question it was a gift. He picked up 2 RBIs, though.
Fly ball to center. Alexander moving to right center, but unfortunately the ball's dead center. Yoshida gets in there at home for that 2 RBI triple.
Contreras at second, Yoshida leading at first. One from Nunez.
I think 7 games ago when he didn't get a hit, that broke up another hitting streak for him. He's had a couple.
2-1. He has to count his way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Falefa next. Everybody in the lineup at least 1 hit so far. And a strike on Mickey. And a full count. Red Sox trying to draw even in this series with Baltimore, with hopes of winning it tomorrow. Red Sox have only won 1 series at Fenway this season. It was against Milwaukee. And 3-2. Brewers have a good ball club again. First place in the NL Central, 5.5 game lead over the rather surprising Pittsburgh Pirates. They do have one of the great pitchers in the game, and Skeens, of course. Here comes the 3-2. And down he goes, 96 miles an hour to strike him out. 1 away. In front of Isaiah Falefa. Isaiah tonight is an RBI double. Part of the 5-run 5th inning for the Red Sox. And trying to add to that 8-0 lead. He'll look at strike 1. Contreras, who began the frame with a base hit, he's at second. Masataka Yoshida hit by a pitch. He's at first. And up the middle, a soft line drive. It'll be caught by Holiday, and the runners get back. 2 down. CBS proud to be a part of the Red Sox Nation and all the communities we call home, delivering trusted care, everyday essentials, and support that goes beyond a prescription. You can learn more at CBS.com. Marcelo Meyer 1 for 3 with a single. And he will look at ball 1. And a challenge.
Catcher's challenging the call of ball.
Rare pitchers. Was it a pitcher or the catcher?
No, Adley.
That was Rutschman.
Call is confirmed. Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
So the Orioles down to 1. Red Sox had a practice session for ABS the other day. Fly ball heading back toward the wall and back to make the leaping catch. Ward makes a nice play right at the base of the fence to retire the side. Call to the bullpen. Ryan Watson to make an appearance here with the Red Sox on top 8-0, moving to the 7th. Peyton Tolley going to first 6, in line for the win. Struck out 5 and allowed 7 hits, no runs.
Peyton Tolley was really good. It's a moments, as we always do, some entertaining moments. And in the end, 99 pitches, 6 scoreless. Tolley's got that ERA down now to 2.28.
He's worth the price of admission. This will be Colton Cowser, 223, 4 home runs, couple of walk-offs for him. He will bat in a 9-hole. We were talking about Nate Eaton earlier of the Woo Sox, and would he get another chance to get to the big league level? Pop down the left field line. Duran with space and will make the play in fair territory. He tweaked a hammy the other day. He's been out of the lineup for a bit. I think maybe it's a matter of time, though, before he gets a chance when there's another injury.
Well, he's a good player. Let's see him play some time at third. You use the infield depth. I feel like you got a lot of outfield depth. Good play out there, too.
Said a word tonight, snapped an 0 for 14 with a couple of singles. He's also taking ball 4. Big inning for the Red Sox was the 5th. Put up 5. Also had 2 in the 3rd, a run in the 1st. Red Sox are 9 games over 500 when they do score the first run. Wilyer Abreu tonight with a couple of hits, 3 RBIs. Blasted a home run, his first in several weeks down the right field line.
Yeah, 3 big runs. He drove in early, right? In this ballpark, he's sort of struggling. Come out of that 3rd inning up 3-0. Then the 5th inning, you catch the breaks, right? Lost the ball in the sky, and he just opened everything up.
Up the middle and through for a base hit for Ward's having a good night individually. That's his 3rd hit. And 4th time on base.
Tonight, following Extra Innings Live, don't miss Red Sox Finals presented by Volvo Cars. TC and Jim, they're going to break down Peyton Tolley's outing and preview tomorrow's series finale. Only on NESN, streaming on NESN 360.
Sends up Henderson, who doubled last time, 1 for 3 tonight. The Orioles shortstop. And a terrific defender. About as athletic a shortstop as you're going to find in the big league.
He's fantastic over there. He and Bobby Witt got it covered in the American League.
Overall 221, but 13 home runs for Gunnar. And he'll file it away. And Ward gets his lead at first, 1 gone. Red Sox have not turned to double play tonight. And off the plate at 95, 2-1. One man away, and Watson's 2-1. Oh, that ate him alive. That curveball. 2-2. See if he gets that again.
Didn't see it too well that time.
Rutschman next. Orioles winners last night. They've been playing good baseball. And tonight, they didn't get anything against Tolley, and the Red Sox have swung the bats. Down he goes. Sweeper that time to strike him out. 2 away.
Tell you, Watson, that sweeper and that curveball, not too many hits off either one of those pitches this year. You saw the quick bite on that curveball the pitch before. This sweeper here, like a little cutter shape, but only 86. Not a big one.
Adley Rutschman a single and a pair of flyouts tonight, 1 for 3. Taylor Ward with the lead at first. 1 strike pitch to the Oriole catcher. And a strike. And Watson looking to end the inning on this pitch on Rutschman. Can't get him to chase it with a curveball. Red Sox pitchers have a bit of a streak going. 3 consecutive games where they've struck out 10 or more. And tonight, half a dozen. And a 1-2 from Watson. He smokes it, but foul. Well, the Yankees have closed the gap on Cleveland 4-3. The Guardians in the 6th inning. That's in the Bronx. But the Red Sox are headed next. Saturday night's game is on Fox. We have Friday and Sunday in New York here on Nesson.
We got a free night in New York City
in Midtown.
Whew.
And we know of more than one really good restaurant in New York. So that should be very entertaining. Especially knowing the radio guys have to be on the air. Fouled at home plate.
I'll probably end up jumping in there with them. They have those games on the road. Well, you're going to sit in my hotel and watch the game anyway.
Sure.
Yankee Stadium, Sox, Yanks. Hang out with the Wills.
I promise we'll have an appetizer for you. I promise.
They got good media food. New York.
They actually do. 2-2. Fly ball dead away center. Cedon back on the track. Trying to make the play, goes slamming into the wall. He goes down. A run is going to score. And the throw into third will not get Rutschman. Boy, did he hit that wall hard. And he is shaken up. Baltimore with a run on the board is 8-1.
The run doesn't matter. Nothing matters here. Make sure Cedon is okay. He really face planted this wall. Remember, he's been dealing with a little bit of a back injury as well. It was a late scratch out in Cleveland. Which kind of tells you how he goes after the ball. This one here, he had his eyes on making another great catch. And this ball's hit well to center field. He's on his horse right away. He's never taken his eye off the ball. Last minute he realizes it's going to be out of his reach. And he looks up, and that's nothing but wall. That padding will help. It'll help. Doesn't make it all go away.
Immediately checked his chin. So 3-base hit for Rutschman to make it an 8-1 game. Everybody held their breath on that one.
I had to think they didn't have pad on that years ago. Oh, no pad for Freddie Lynn.
Hit it more than once.
What were they thinking?
I know. Like,
I mean, you know,
so archaic.
It's like, hey, I don't know. Put up an 8-foot pad or something. Help me out.
Just keep running into the thing, guys. Finally, Freddie, one's too many. They have Fred Lynn to thank. Great outfielder here at Fenway, of course. So Alonso the batter with 2 down, a man at third.
I love the effort, though. Just wanting to make a great catch.
Liner skips and hauled in by Meyer. Marcelo on target. So they get the one. Looks like Rafaela is okay. It is 8-1. Fans have had their 7th inning stretch, and back at the ballpark it is 8-1 Red Sox, and the leadoff man will be Caleb Durbin as he'll flick that one. A little pop up into center and a play for Alexander. This one he saw. Cowser now in center, and Durbin with a single and a double has had a good night in the bottom of the order. Top of the order now, Jarren Duran. He's looking for his 2nd hit. Durbin has a couple. Wilson Contreras has 3. Cedar Rafaela with 2 singles. As far as the guys with multi-hits, Jarren 220, 10 home runs.
Yeah, you're looking for that second one. That 2 for 5 sounds a lot better than 1 for 5. Continues the on-base streak, now 17 games and a 10-game hitting streak for Duran.
Now this beautiful night at Fenway was 80 degrees when we got underway. 36,872, and that is a sellout. But tonight they saw some offense. 8 runs on 14 hits for the Sox. And the 0-2. Smokes that one to right, but a foul ball off the side fence.
Guy's back with the jersey.
Well, Jarren got the first hit of the ball game in the bottom of the 1st inning and came in to score on the Abreu hit. Red Sox had a man thrown out at home plate, so they settled for the 1, but then added 2 more in the 3rd, 5 in the 5th. Swung them well all night. Count 2-2. With a win here tonight, Red Sox would take the lead in the season series with Baltimore 3-2. And a cut and a miss, and down he goes, strike 3. Cedar looking for hit number 3. Here's the look at him going to the wall again.
Just a good sign, him coming up to the plate after this collision. Kind of head goes hard off of that padding. Grabbed that chin right away. Obviously not bothered enough to get him out of this game.
Batting average up to 284 with 5 home runs, and grounds that one for another hit into right field. He is on again. He's going to try for 2. O'Neill's throw won't get him. Hustle double. I think he's just fine.
Yeah, I'd say everything's good. Again, Cedar kind of using the whole field. He's so used to the last few years seeing him just come out of his shoes in the first pitch and swing and miss at this ball. Instead, it's the first pitch outer half that he just kind of reaches out for. We've seen a few balls go right down that first base line. Catches O'Neill kind of catching his ball flat-footed a little bit.
So Cedar 3 for 5. And now Wilyer Abreu swings and tags that one to center field straight away. Cowser's underneath, though, to make the catch. Red Sox get a double. Another extra base hit. 8-1 Boston. But Lou, you were talking about defense, play right field earlier.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the fans see the cards come out, and, you know, obviously there's 3 steps to the left, 4 steps to the right, depending on scouting reports. But the question I had for him is, where's the starting point? Like, you need to have a home base to move left and right. And basically, it's the outfield, the corner outfield, you line up with the bases. So left field, first base, second base, direct line, that's your spot. Same thing in right field. Third base, second base, line it up. That's your spot. The interesting part is it's 24 steps from the edge of the track at Fenway Park. So you got to get to that home base, that central spot, then look at your card. Say, all right, 5 steps to the left, couple steps in, 2 strikes, constantly moving around, based on scouting reports. I just thought it was interesting to find that home base, that home spot that he begins with.
Mayo with a big swing and a miss on the sweeper. 1-2 underway here in the 8th inning. To me, the thing that makes him a great outfielder is his ferocity playing the position. How aggressive he is. He's full attack mode on everything. Not out of control. It's contained, but goes so hard after every fly ball, after every ground ball. Seen him go into the stands, go flying backward, swing and a miss for strike 3. Remember that catch he almost made against the Yankees where, Fan knocked it out and he had gone backward. He risked everything on that.
Yeah, it's aggressive. It's just all out. It's his whole game. He gets great jumps on the balls. And, of course, the arm. The arm just shuts down so much. Like, guys aren't challenging him for doubles. They're not scoring from second. See a lot of third base coaches hold them up, give the pitcher an opportunity to get out of an inning with the next hitter.
Different styles of right fielders at Fenway. You think of Dewey, you think of Mookie, Shane Victorino, Wilyer Abreu. They all do it in slightly different ways, but outstanding results.
Yeah, well, it's like with the way he plays it, you talk about the aggressiveness. I play with Trot Nixon. And Trot was, he'd give up his body if that's what it took.
Yeah. 2-0. And he was asked by you, why you're so good. What would you put at the top of the list of your skill set? And he never even mentioned the strength of his arm. I kind of got a laugh out of that. I'm like, he's got one of the great arms in the league.
Yeah, anticipation.
And that's what we said. Anticipation's number 1. That's in there for strike. And I get that.
But this outfield as a whole is impressive. Like I said, he's probably on his way to winning his 3rd Gold Glove. Zaydan might be on his way to win his 2nd. And Jarren Duran, a lot more comfortable this year in left field than he was last year.
Yeah, I agree. 2-2 low and a full count on Basayo.
He's played a really good left field out there as well all year.
Red Sox lead the majors in outfield assists. Jarren Duran with 5. Tied for the most in the American League. Abreu is 3rd. It's going to be ball 4. Zaydan, by the way, was named a Defensive Player of the Month for May by Sports Info Solutions. Red Sox Media Relations tells us that. Led center field and co-led all players during the month with 9 defensive runs saved. And tonight leaves the majors in flying right into the fence, the wall in center field. He was bounced back from that. So Basayo on and O'Neill the batter. Tio tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. Look, it has been a very, very tough season for the Boston Red Sox, but defensively the Red Sox have done a lot of good things, particularly in the outfield. It has not led directly to a lot of wins, no question about that. Precious few at Fenway, but this outfield's been a lot of fun to watch. There isn't any question about that if you like baseball. One down to 1-1 and fouled away by O'Neill. Red Sox tonight with 15 hits.
Well, Tracy, before the game, I mean, they know the questions are coming about playing in his ballpark. I mean, you're 5-17 in your last 22. You started off 4-3 here. As he put it, we could talk about all we want. We got to go out and win a ball game, and You win the next couple nights, you win the series, and it's up to them to kind of put it to bed. But swinging the bat, obviously 15 hits, 8 runs, that helps. Will go a long way.
Well, tomorrow you're facing a guy, nothing guaranteed, but facing a guy in Trevor Rogers you've seen before. He has a 6.84 ERA. 1-2. They start with winning a game, trying to do that tonight, and then winning a series.
Speaking of knocking him out, he only lasted an inning and 2/3 in that game down in Baltimore. He put 3 on him, went on to win that game 17-1.
Basayo off the bag at first, and 1-2 from Watson. Popped up on the infield at third, Durbin, and makes an adjustment to make the play. And that is out number 2. And for more, let's toss it down to Jemai.
Going back to that outfield conversation that you guys were just having, I was talking with interim Red Sox first base coach Pablo Cabrera, who mans the outfield now, and about just the riches that he has out there with 2 Gold Glovers, and he had Cedon in Portland in 2023, and he told me that his job is to just make sure those guys are ready to perform on a daily basis and provide them with what they need, figure out how they can execute the plan as it relates to the outfield defense. And he said there's a lot of conversations going on, and even mentioned how much Kyle Hudson actually helped him coming along and getting acclimated previously before his dismissal. So it's just been a kind of a continuation of that legacy, and he's had outfielders that have been able to really play some great defense.
Fouled off by Jackson Holiday, 1 for 3 tonight.
There's a lot of that. You know, when you make big changes in the staff, a guy like Pablo Cabrera working with the outfielders, all of a sudden you kind of bring him in a room like, okay, what's your routine? What gets you going? What do we need to continue to do? What do you need pregame to get you ready? What do you want from me? And that communication has to start in day one.
Biggest thing to come from that for me, keep doing what you're doing.
Well, yeah, he kind of walked in. I'm in charge of these guys. Oh, fantastic! I'm gonna look good.
Basayo the base runner, 2 down, 1-2 pitch. Holiday will take a ball. Top half of the 8th inning. Been a good night at Fenway. Not said that very often this year, but there's a lot of baseball left. And then the 2-2. Rattled toward first, picked off by Wilson Contreras, and back to the bag to retire the side. New England Chevy dealers to get a let's drive.
Well, you're sitting here up 8-1, but this was the big swing of the game. 1-0 lead. Wilyer Abreu hitting his 7th home run of the year in the 3rd inning to make it 3-0. Really, that was it for Bassett. He was out of the game after 3.
Also did some good umpiring work there to rule that one fair. So Contreras leading off here in the back end of the 8th. Red Sox with 8 runs, 15 hits. Baltimore 1 run, 9 hits. Grant Wolfram out of the bullpen. That'll be popped up sky high, foul territory for Mayo, and now the catcher, and Mayo will make the play. Rutschman kind of in a panic raced over there. Then that way with pop-ups tonight.
Yeah, Rutschman didn't see it. Sat at home plate, wonder where it was. See, yeah, he has no clue where it is. He doesn't leave. Mayo's got to go a long way. Now he sees it.
Now number 1, here's Masataka Yoshida bidding for his 2nd hit. He's been on base 3 times tonight. Single, a walk. He's hit on the foot by a pitch. He scored one of those 5 in the 5th. Lefty with a 4.02 ERA. Throws a lot of strikes. Doesn't strike a lot of guys out. He hasn't issued a walk in 10 straight games. 1-1. Cleveland still up by a run late against the Yankees, who are trying to pull into a first-place tie with Tampa Bay. They can do that with a win tonight, but the Guardians have them down 4-3. One, two. Wave and a miss. He goes down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down in the Sox 8th. You know, the official hospital of the Red Sox is Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, advancing medicine with breakthroughs in research, nationally ranked specialty care, and innovative treatments. You can learn more at bidmc.org. Gasper will hit righty. Mickey had his first career triple in the 5th inning.
Yeah, and you know, Adley Rutschman had a triple in the 7th. That's the first time at Fenway Park 2 catchers have hit triples on each team since 1948. And here in 1940s a lot lately. Has more to do with the record and the runs scored and the lack of home runs in this ballpark.
The 1930s, yeah. Like to hear a little less.
Yeah, both catchers triples in a game.
They'll flare that one off the end of the bat, foul. Mickey driving in 2 runs on a ball that the then center fielder Alexander lost in the sky at twilight time. Big hand there. Great souvenir. And 1-2 from the lefty. You do a peel. It's a swing and a miss. That is strike 3 to end the inning. We are off to the 9th. Red Sox 8, the Orioles 1. Red Sox, Peyton Tolle in line for the win. He goes 6. Did not allow a run. Struck out 5. Wilyer Abreu with a big night. First home run since the 8th of May. Contreras with 3 knocks. Red Sox knocked Bassett out very quickly. Just 3 innings of work for the Orioles starter. So to the 9th inning, and Cowser will lead things off. 9-1-2 for the Orioles. Red Sox trying to draw even in the series. Big game tomorrow. And a 1-0. Win for Peyton Tolle, goes 3-2. Sub-3 ERA.
Try to do something you haven't done since earlier in the year. Try to win back-to-back games at home.
Yeah, lined up for tomorrow. Red Sox have not announced who's starting that, but the bulk guy will be Bayo again. Taylor Ward on deck for the Birds. They have 9 hits. Red Sox with 15. And a 3-0. A strike. "15 hits for the Red Sox ties a season high here at Fenway. Also tied for season 9 runs with the 8. And that's going to be ball 4. So Cowser is on. Well, next man has not made an out tonight. Ward was not swinging a good bat coming in at all. He was 0 for 14, but he has 3 singles and he's also taken a walk.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Opener. I mean, again, you like to have a lefty. Gunnar. It's really about Gunnar Henderson. In 208. Does have 6 home runs against lefties, but get a lefty on him.
Popped into short right. Racing in Abreu. He runs it down. And 1 away in the Oriole 9th.
You know, Rutschman's a switch hitter. Kind of lefty righty. He's kind of been the same this year, but just a question of who it's going to be. San Diego gave up 4 the other day. Moran has given up runs in all 3 of his openers. Your Coulomb a shot?
It might be leaning that way. See if Danny can get out of the gate for the Red Sox as that lefty. And here is Gunnar Henderson. He has a double tonight. He's 1 for 4. 220 hitter for the left-hand batter. And takes a ball. Red Sox with a week-long road trip coming up after tomorrow's finale of this quick homestand. New York and Tampa.
Watson trying to finish this thing off. That'd be nice. Keep that bullpen fresh. Last night, actually, Samaniego did go 2 innings, 34 pitches. So he and Weiser cleaned up the rest of that game. So the bullpen's in good shape.
2-2. Red Sox at home the rest of the month. Have a series against Texas, another with Toronto. Got the Yankees for a 4-game series coming up near the end of the month. And a good Washington Nationals team. They have rebuilt. 2-2 and a high pop. Kiner Falefa ranging out, coming on Cedon. Cedon calls everybody off and makes the catch. And the Red Sox are 1 out away from a victory at Fenway. 1 out away from getting into double figures in Fenway wins. And Rutschman will be the batter. He has 2 hits tonight, including a triple, as Lou pointed out, both catchers with triples. He has a single too. He's 2 for 4. 2 down. And strike 1.
Saw that triple stat. I had to check. Captain Jason Varitek, 15 years here. He had 14 triples.
14 for the captain.
3 career high in 2007.
0-1. What a huge part of this organization Jason Varitek was.
8 triples here at Fenway. So there were 8 opportunities. Just the other catcher didn't do his job.
Right. What was going on with that? Tech got it done. Well, he always did. Shot to center field. Rafaela backing again and reaches up to snatch it to end the ball game on a fine play. And stayed away from the center field fence. Red Sox win this one 8-1. What a fun night at the ballpark. 15 hits, 8 runs, and the Red Sox can go for a series win at Fenway Park tomorrow.
Well, you needed it. You just needed to get a W here any way possible. We're talking before the game. You just kind of need a hero. Somebody just put you on your back here a little bit and carry you. Well, Peyton Tolley went 6 scoreless. Wilyer Abreu knocked in the first 3 runs with a 2-run homer as well to go with that. So just an impressive night, a very good night, but got to try to win two in a row. Try to win a series here tomorrow at Fenway Park.
Indeed. This Red Sox win presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. TC and Jim break down the key moments in the win. Jemai will talk with Wilyer Abreu. Big night for Wilyer. That and more coming up after the break.
Mike check 1 2 check. All right, here we go in 3 2. All right. right, thank you very much. Well, William, you guys have the 5-run 5th inning. What does that tell you about what this offense is capable of, especially at this ballpark?
No, I mean, it means a lot. We've been taking a really good at bats, and today the results showing up. It's just, keep working hard, try to do the same every day.
Everybody in the lineup had a hit. Totally gives you 6 scoreless. How satisfying is it to win a game where everybody has chipped in?
No, I mean, a lot. It feels like every time you Tolly's pitch, we win the game. So it's very good for us and for him that every time he pitched, we win the game,
You hit your first home run since May 8th. It was a second career off Chris Bassett. How well did you see him tonight?
No, very good. I mean, he gave me some pitches, very good pitches to hit. So I just tried to, try to take advantage of that, and I think I did.
You lead the team with 59 games played now. How are you keeping your body fresh and available on a nightly basis?
No, I mean, try to take care of my body with the trainers, trainer room, all that stuff, and the weight room too. So just try to stay healthy and be prepared for the game.
All right, well, we're going to need you tomorrow because try to win the second series at Fenway. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.